The fact is this, Inkbrush will never be good.
I hate Inkbrush. Inkbrush killed my family. I hate Inkbrush.
Inkbrush sounds kinda mid.
Here we have an interview with a local resident.
If I ever saw an Inkbrush user, I would have to, kill them with, hammers. It's clear that Inkbrush users are an oppressed species. Well, more like suppressed, because you kinda don't hear them very much. Yes, those between game changes really hit the brush family hard. Maybe it's because nobody can mash a button at the speed of light. Or maybe because anyone who can doesn't want to waste their talent on a brush when this thing exists. But what if the secret to success lies in the kiss? Yes, Inkbrush's one and only kiss. Now, all in all, Inkbrush is in a pretty good place in terms of its kits. But what if it was better? But don't worry, as a 9-year brush main, did Splatoon 1 come out that long ago? I'll figure out how to get Inkbrush from okay, I guess, to... So, let's... Oh, hello, that's me. What's up? Let's evaluate. What the heck does Inkbrush do? One more question mark, please. Thank you. Right, let's take a look at it. Well, you get in close and you win. That's what Inkbrush does. Simple. But the question is, how do you get in close? Because it sure isn't doing a whole lot from far away. It's clear there needs to be at least some way to close the gap. If even just slightly. For many years, people questioned this thought. Until one day, God appeared and said... Splat bomb. Well, this is great. Now I can just, throw my range at the opponent. Yeah, this works out good, yeah. I can work with this. Why isn't the scene switching? Then one dastardly day, a few months later, the devil appeared and uttered the words... Ink mine. Oh boy, they'll be quivering in their boots when I put down my ink mine. Alright, so we have a splat bomb. That's fine. We can work with that. The only place where the problem starts is when some jerk remembers that you can just move out of the way of the explosion. That doesn't really help anyone now, does it? But mostly me! Well, I guess you can't rely on sub-weapons to do all the work. And that's why we have the special weapon. Hooray! Yeah, it's Killer Whale, and that basically does whatever the heck it wants. It can just lock onto someone on the moon and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, maybe the ink mine brush isn't so bad after. Never mind. Alright, so let me get this straight. You have one ink brush with a usable sub-weapon and an uncontrollable special, and then you have another ink brush with an unusable sub-weapon and an unbearable special. Now what? I mean, it's not like the Killer Whale does nothing, but I'd just rather have a special that I have more control over than pressing the special button. Its whole deal has been a so-called displacement special, where if you don't like where somebody's standing, you pop your special, tell them to get off your property. Only problem is, if I'm gonna displace someone, I'd rather have something better at doing that, like Inkstorm, which can block off an entire area, or Super Jump, which can cover even more turf, and also acts like mini shields when I'm trying to rush in. Or better yet, instead of displacing the enemy, I can just kill them with Trizuka. So great, now you've got a brush and a bomb, and that's pretty much the only thing you've got control over, because that special may as well be a dice roll. I mean, seriously, count how many splats you've gotten with Killer Whale 5.1 and see if it needs more than one hand. And I mean intended splats, not some random one you got from the other side of the map like me in this one clip where I was wondering why I was taking so much damage from an angle shooter. Until I realised that was in fact not an angle shooter, after I got splatted of course. If I'm mistaking a special weapon for angle shooter, then there's something seriously wrong with that special, or I'm just stupid, but I'd like to think it's a bit of both. Splat Bomb actually has insane synergy with Inkbrush, as in it's so good that I was half wondering if there could even be a better kit due to just how great Splat Bomb works with it. But we're going to need something more than a bomb to make an ultimate kit work. We can't rely on bigger explosions to make this weapon perfect. We need something crazy. Something drastic. Something Toxic Mist. That's good, right? Boom! Toxic Mist Is he goldfish brained? Is he crazy? That'll never work. Never! Okay, look, hear me out on this for just a second. Like, just listen in 1 second. In the entire history of brushes, there have been exactly 0 with toxic mist / disruptor. Maybe it doesn't exist yet because it's just too good of a combo for the world to handle. Or maybe the combo just sucks. How should I know? It doesn't even exist. Look at it like this. Take a look at this Tri-Slosher kit. It's generally thought of as a meh, could be better situation with its toxic mist. Why? I'll tell you why. Look at this. When you've got this area between you and your opponent that you can't cross your little weenie hut, you throw the toxic mist, then you ink the ground, move forward, ink the ground, move forward again, ink the ground, and carp, they're already gone off to Pizza Hut. Now, if it was an ink brush in its place, you'd throw the toxic mist, then boom, now you're a Pizza Hut. Absolutely diabolical. The point is, this weapon is a playmaker, and it needs a playmaker kit. With the playmaker special, I don't want to move the enemy, I want to kill them with my own hands. I am out for ink. So what special helps Inkbrush get in close and finish the job anyway? I mean, Super Chump is good for providing shields, I guess, but doesn't do a whole lot else besides being a nuisance. Okay, well, Triple Ink Strike can cover you pretty well. Except, what direction do people run in when they see a missile? Away from the missile! The ink strike's gonna clear and you'll just be standing there holding a brush with more distance between you and the enemy than ever, and from there it's fair game. If only there's a special to let Inkbrush go wherever it wanted instantly without any... I'm sorry, why is there a blurry object in my PNG tuber background gif? Ooh! Well, maybe in some universe anyway. I see this third possible kit as a completely new playstyle for Inkbrush, and after this, you'll have 3 different styles to choose from. You have the Attention Seeker, the Minesweeper, it's really grasping at straws here, and finally, the Playmaker. These can cater to anyone's preferred way to play button mashing simulator, and also really makes a clear point of the different strategies available to you. For instance, want to support your team in a different way? Well, it's as simple as changing kits. I mean, what better Playmaker special is there than Zipcaster anyway? But I know what some of you might be thinking. Enkus, you buffoon, they already tried a super close range Zipcaster weapon. That was Carbon Roller, and that sucked. So much in fact that they had to give it the lowest special requirement out there. Like seriously, the lowest possible. Well, here's something Carbon Roller doesn't have, and that's the movement speed of a bloody marlin. Think about it. You've got the fastest weapon, with the fastest special, with a sub-weapon that makes your opponent slower. You'd go from zipping around the place to actually zipping around the place. Imagine this. You can throw Toxic Mist and then zip into your mist and annihilate anyone trapped in it. Am I speaking another language here? That's the coolest thing you've ever heard of. So, in conclusion, will this kit ever exist? Can you read? Okay, better question. If it did exist, what would happen? Honestly, not a whole lot. Inkbrush is already a not very well liked kit
Weapon.
so as it turns out, combining a situational sub-weapon with a situational special makes a situational kit.
Oh.
Who would have thought? Either way, whatever's made in the end, I'm sure it's guaranteed to be for the love of God! OMG, is this the end of the video? I can't believe it's over. Can you believe it? This video ends! New uploads drop whenever I feel like it because they sure won't be planned. I mean, if I was pumping out one of these every week, they wouldn't be very high quality now, would they? This thing took over a month as it is. Just thought I'd cook up something to spice up the channel a bit. Special thanks to Wikipedia for making, maybe like 60% of this video possible. Literally the best source of Splatoon information out there. Oh, and also having great PNGs too. Thank you, everyone who contributes to that. This has been Ankus, your new second favorite person bothered enough to make Splatoon content. See, it's second favorite because there's so many great ones out there, there's no way I'm getting first place. But I call dibs on second favorite. I mean, who else out there is looking for second favorite anyway? Exactly, nobody, which means I win instantly. Why do I have an outro? I don't have any other videos to advertise. This is a stupid idea. Why did I write this down? Help!